Epilepsy is one of the most widely misunderstood health conditions in medical history. There are over 3 million people in the U.S. with epilepsy and over 65 million people in the world facing this challenge from day to day. History has shown that there are some very successful individuals who had epilepsy. These people include a United States president, a world-famous inventor, and world-class athletes. Epilepsy has been given so many different myths and been around so long. It is difficult for people to have a clear understanding about it. The stigma that has been attached with epilepsy has made things not only difficult for the individual with this physical disorder, but for that person's loved ones as well. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
You know, I asked you to have your team meetings prior to our getting together for a quarterly session, so I wanted to find out how we're doing. Curtis, did you have your meeting?
Yes, sir. We had our meeting last week, and the individuals on my team were excited and were able to increase business for the corporation.
That's great. That's kind of the voice that we need. We need to reach all those people out there.
Yes.
Angela, how about your meeting?
We also had our meeting late last week, and it was very effective. I'm very excited about a lot of the new employees that we have, the associates. They're just hungry to get this done. Very excited about the company.
Well, those are certainly the individuals that we want representing us out there in the field, right?
Yes.
Brian, how was your meeting?
Well, Richard, I haven't had a chance to have my meeting as of yet. We had a little problem in the office.
Okay. You want to tell me about it?
Well, with last week we had one of our associates had an epileptic seizure on the floor, and we had to call in an ambulance to come assist us and make things kind of difficult. So I have not been able to haven't had the meeting as of yet.
I see. I remember the incident where the ambulance came to the office. How's the associate doing?
Well, he's doing fine. As a matter of fact, he came back to work that very next day with the doctor's note.
Really?
Yeah, he came right back to work.
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, that was over a week ago, wasn't it?
About 2 weeks ago.
So then why haven't we had our team meeting?
Well, Rich, since the associates has came back to work, I noticed that the other associates on the team, they've had a problem, accepting him, if I can use that term. There has been too much communication with him, and there's been a lot of gossiping going on about the epilepsy event that they saw that day. Really? And yeah, and really, I really don't know if we can afford to even have him on the sales floor.
Oh, did he have another seizure?
No, Curtis, he did not have another seizure, no.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Talking about the associate that made employee or associate of the month last month?
Yes, Angela, that's the same associate. Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm new to the company, and I thought Employee of the Month was based on performance and attendance.
Yes, Curtis, those are the criteria we go by for the to select that Employee of the Month award.
Well,
That's correct.
let's think about this for a minute. You know, we have goals that we have to meet, and we have production that we've got to be able to, to make sure that the company is doing the right thing. You know, I have to agree that maybe this associate shouldn't be out on our sales floor. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Like I mentioned, the other associates are not as comfortable with him now, and I'm just mentioning that for the betterment of the corporation. They weren't really comfortable anymore working with him, in my opinion.
Well, Brian, I thank you for that information.
No problem.
You know, having him on the sales floor is probably not the best place. I really think that he needs to be in this meeting, better educating us on epilepsy. You know, Brian, I wonder sometimes if we look at a person's condition and we categorize it. If this person had had a heart attack or maybe asthma attack, do you think that the associates would have reacted in the same way?
Well, Richard, to be honest with you, one of the associates did have a heart attack last month. That was on my team as well. He came back to work a couple of weeks later, but the associates did accept him back. And they were happy to see him and work with him since that time.
So the problem really doesn't seem to be with the associate. The problem seems to be that we don't understand how to help him. We need to have a better understanding of what this condition means. You know, recently I was introduced to a book. It's called The Village by Lowell G. Evans. And this book is about a man who has epilepsy. He's a hard worker. He's, you know, a good employee, but it is a good tool to be able to show how people need to help each other. That's why it's called The Village. You know, I even heard that sort of a proverb that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, the thing is, we need to know more about this. So I'm going to recommend that you read this before you get together again for our next meeting. And I'm also going to make sure that it's mandatory reading for all of our management, because we really need to know how to take care of our own. We need to know how to help the people that are in our employ. And if they have this type of understanding, I think we'd be a more productive company, and I think we could do a better job. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, Richard, I agree too.
Good.
Yes.
All right then, let's get back to work.
Thank you.
Thank you.